matra vastu sivadam tāpatrayana mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikute Kimba Paririshvara Sadhya Sudhya Varudhya Teatra Kusibhi Sususubhi Tatkhanat. Srimad Bhagavatam speak of Bhagavad Dharma Tattva. It condemns Kaitava Dharma, Dharma Prajita Kaitava. Kaitava Dharma means cheating Dharma. There are 4 types of cheating Dharma. That is Dharma, Artha, Kam, Mukhya. And speaks of pure Bhagavata Dharma Tattva. Who understands the Bhagavad Dharma Tattva? Parama Nimasran Svatam Vidyam. Svata means devotees, vaiṣṇavas, those who are Parama Nirmatsara, those who are not envious at all. Only they can understand this Bhagavad Dharma Tattva. Speaks of Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Sivadam Tāpatrayana Mulanam. Speaks of Vastavastu, supreme reality, that is supreme personality of Godhead. Hearing this Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha, it is Sivadam, all auspicious, it is Tāpatrayan Mulanam. If someone hears daily Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha, from the lips of a pure Vaishnava, he will be free from the affliction of 3 tapas, that is Adhyatmika, Advaivika, Adibhautika. Srimad Bhagavati Mahamunikuti Kimba Paririshvara Sadhya Sudhya Varudhya Teatra Kutibhi Susrusubhi Tatkhanat. If somebody just develops the desire that I will go and hear Bhagavata, only by developing the desire, Krishna is there in the heart of Paramatma, immediately becomes awakened. One who comes daily and hears regularly Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha, he develops such Krishna Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, as a result of which Krishna becomes bound up in his heart with the rope of love. This is the result of hearing Bhagavata from the bona fide source. What is Bhagavata? This is Nigama Kalpatra Galitam Phalam Sukha Mukhadamrita Dhruva Sanjutam Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Murao Rasika Bhuvi. This is Nigama Kalpatra Galita Phala. This is most ripened, sweetest, nectarian, juicy fruit of the Vedic tree. Again, it has come out from the lips of Sukadeva Goswami. Sukha Mukhadamrita Dhruva Sanjutam. Sukha literally means parrot. Sri Sukha, Sri means Srimati Radharani. So Sri Sukha, Sukadev is Srimati Radharani's parrot. When it came out from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami, it has become much sweeter. Generally, parrot puts its beak into that fruit which is ripened and is very sweet. After being tossed by parrot, it becomes much sweeter. Similarly, the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is Nigama Kalpatra Galita Phala, the most ripened, sweetest, nectarian, juicy fruit of the Vedic tree, but when it came out from the lips of Radharani's parrot, that is Sukadeva Goswami, it has become much, much sweeter and realizable. Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalaya Muhuravo Rasika Bhuvi. We invite such Rasika Bhaktas, those who have developed taste for this nectarian juice emanating from Bhagavata Katha. Again and again, please come and taste this nectarian mellow. You will find a juicy fruit here in material world. That is mango. Mango is a juicy fruit here, but it has skin over it and a seed inside, isn't it? You cannot devour the whole mango. No skin over it and seed inside. But Srimad Bhagavatam is such a juicy fruit, nectarian juicy fruit, that it has no skin over it, no seed inside. You can devour very easily, yes. And you may taste wherever you like. Adye, madhye, antye. You may taste it in the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end. Wherever you may taste, only you taste nectar and sweet mellow, juice, nothing else. Such is Bhagavata. Anarthapasamam sakhyat bhakti yogam adhukhyade lokasyādanto vidvansakri sattvad sangitam jasyang vaiṣṇavas krishna paramapurushe bhaktirutpatite punsa sokamo bhayapaha. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavata, one from the right source, one can very easily develop Krishna Bhakti. As a result of that, you will be free from this lamentation, delusions and fear forever. This is the result of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Vaiṣṇavanam Priyam Jasmin Paramahansa Mekamalam Jnanam Parangiyate Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Saitam Naiskarmya Maviskrutam Tatshunan Supatan Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimucce Nara. Srimad Bhagavata Puranam Amala. Amala Purana, spotless Purana. Second thing, Vaiṣṇavanam Priya. This is very dear to the Vaishnavas. Those are Vaishnavas, very dear. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the transcendental knowledge, pure transcendental knowledge, Paramahansa Jnana has been discovered. And also, with that, this vairagya, jnana, vairagya, detachment is also there. Tatsunan supatan vicharana paro bhaktya vimucce nara. Hearing Bhagavata, studying Bhagavata, contemplating on the teachings of Bhagavata, one will very easily develop bhakti. As a result, he will be free from the clutches of Māyā forever. There are four things in Srimad Bhagavata. Arthoyam Brahma Sutrana, Bharata Artho Vinirnaya, Gayatri Bhasya Rupasu, Vedartha Paripurita. This is first thing, Brahma Sutra Bhasya. Vāsudeva compiled Brahma Sutra, Vedanta Sutra, and he gave the commentary. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, natural commentary on Brahma Sutra, Vedanta Sutra. This is first thing. Second thing, Bharatartha Tātparya. What is said in Mahabharata, its purport is given here. Third thing, Gayatri Bhasya is also the commentary on Gayatri Mantra, and Bhagavata begins from Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Arthehi Grantha Arambhana Satyam Param Samanda Dhimai Sadhane Prayodhana. Find the first verse there, Satyam Param Dhimai. It begins from Gayatri Mantra and commentary is given in Gayatri Mantra. Fourth thing, Vedartha Vistara, teachings of all Vedas been expanded here. Four things are here in Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore it says, Sarva Veda Itihasanu Sarum Samudrutam Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatam Isyade Tadrasamrita Tuttasya Nanatasya Dratikoti. Therefore it is the essence of all Vedas, all Upanishads, Vedantas, everything, all Vedic literature. One who is very fortunate enough and develops taste for this Bhagavata Kathamrita, he will never aspire for any other Shastra. These are some of the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before beginning Srimad Bhagavatam studying, we must glorify Srimad Bhagavatam and beg for His mercy. Without His mercy, we cannot approach Him. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Now come to the text. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 8, text 65. Rajovacha Sutomi Balako Brahman Strainenat Karunatmana Nirbhasita Panchavarsha Sahamatra Mahan Kavi. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The king replied, O best of the Brahmanas, I am very much addicted to my wife and I am so fallen that I have abandoned all merciful behavior, even to my son, who is only 5 years old. I have banished him and his mother, even though he is a great soul and a great devotee. An inquiry of Narada Muni, why King Uttānapāda was morose. He replies, Please repeat translation. The king replied, O best of the Brahmanas, I am very much addicted to my wife. And I am so fallen that I have abandoned all merciful behavior, even to my son, who is only 5 years old. I have banished him and his mother, even though he is a great soul and a great devotee. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, there are some specific words which are to be understood very carefully. The king said that since he was very much addicted to his wife, he had lost all his mercy. You understand? That's a fact. If somebody will be addicted to a woman, he will lose all his good qualities. Sama dama bhagascheti. That verse is also there. Isn't it? 11th canto, you'll find. It is fact, that's a fact. Yes. The king said that since he was very much addicted to his wife, he had lost all his mercy. That's the result of becoming too affectionate towards women. The king had 2 wives. The first wife was Sunīti, the second wife was Suruchi. He was too attached to second wife, however, so he couldn't behave well with Dhruva Maharaj. That was the cause of Dhruva's leaving home to perform austerities. Although, as a father, the king was affectionate towards his son, he minimized his affection for Dhruva Maharaj because he was too much addicted to the second wife. Now he was repenting that both Dhruva Maharaj and his mother Sunīti were practically banished. Dhruva Maharaj went to the forest, and since his mother was being neglected by the king, she was therefore almost banished also. The king repented, having banished his boy, for Dhruva was only 5 years old, and a father should not banish his wife and children or neglect their maintenance. Repentant over his neglect of both Sunīti and her son, he was morose and his face appeared withered. According to Manusmriti, one should never desert his wife and children. In a case where the wife and children are disobedient and do not follow the principles of home life, they are sometimes given up. But in the case of Dhruva Maharaj, this was not applicable because Dhruva was very mannerly and obedient. Moreover, he was a great devotee. Such a person is never to be neglected. If the king was obliged to banish him, now he was very sorry. He is a devotee. He is endowed with all good qualities. Jasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarve gunaistattva samasti sura parava bhaktasya kuto mahatguna manarthana asati dhavat vahi. Isn't it? Jasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana. Who is such a devotee, akinchana bhakta, niskinchana bhakta, who have developed another devotion, all good qualities appear in this person. Sarve gunaistattva samasti sura. With all godly qualities and demigods appear in his body. He is such a vaiṣṇava. Sarva maha guna guna vaiṣṇava sarire krishna bhakte krishna guna sogoli sansare. Sarva maha guna guna vaiṣṇava sarire krishna bhakte krishna guna sogoli sansare. Who is a Krishna bhakta? They are devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa. He is endowed with all divine qualities. Huh? You understand? Kṛṣṇa guna, that is there in Kṛṣṇa. Yes, is such a person. How he will be neglected and abandoned? And King Uttānapāda did this because he was very much addicted to his second wife. He lost all his good qualities. You must see. This is teachings. These are teachings here in Srimad Bhagavatam, many places. Srimad Bhagavatam, many places you find this subject matter, this topic is so important, the addiction to a woman. Too much addiction to a woman. It's condemned. It's condemned. Many places you find. This has been given. And this is a great stumbling block. Great obstacle, path of devotional service. Yes. Great obstacle. You'll find this in 7th canto Bhagavatam. Prahlāda Maharaj said, and Narada Muni speaks about it also to Yudhishthira Maharaj. In 9th canto Bhagavatam you'll find in Saubhari Muni Charita and also Jajati Devajani Charita. And in 6th canto Bhagavatam also you'll find those verses are there. And 11th canto Bhagavatam also you'll find, in 3rd canto Bhagavatam also you'll find Kapila Deva speaks Mother Devotee about it. Yes. So many places Srimad Bhagavatam you'll find. 4th canto Bhagavatam also you'll find how Narada speaks to Rachinamari. Isn't it about that? 5th canto Bhagavatam also you'll see about King Priyabrata. So many places you'll find. This has been said. And the 6th canto Bhagavatam also says how Jamaraj says, I was saying last evening, bring those men to me, oh messengers, my dear messengers, Jamadutas, those who are very much addicted to home heart. Not those who have not developed attraction towards the Bhagavata Kathamrita Paramahansas speaking such a nectar and mellow emanating, and from it they don't drink it, isn't it? And 11th canto Bhagavatam also you find this Pururava Pakhyana is also there. So many places. And Krishna's instruction also to Uddhava in 11th canto Bhagavatam, there also you'll find. You understand? All these places. And Abdut Brahmana Sukti to Jadurajan also, there you'll find about it. So here also you find 4th canto how this King Uttānapāda says on inquiry, Narada Muni's inquiry, why you are morose? What has happened to you? He says this thing. This is the result, that I am too much addicted to my second wife. Therefore, I abandoned. I lost all my good qualities. I am so fallen that I have abandoned all merciful behavior, even to my son, who is only 5 years old, and I have banished him and his mother, even though he is a great soul and great devotee. You understand? The great soul and great devotee. 11th canto Bhagavatam, you will find this verse is there. They say, Kim vidyaya kim tapasa ki tyagena sudena va kim viviktena maunena strivirjasya manohudam. You understand? Yeah, that was. Huh? Yeah. Kim vidyaya kim tapasya kim tyagena sutena va kim viviktena maunena strivirjasya manohutam, whose mind is stolen by a woman. You understand? Ah. What is the value of his education, his tapasya, his renunciation, his shastra shravan, or staying in a solitary place, or becoming mauna? Huh? Understand my language? No value at all. He loses all good qualities. Do you follow? Ah. That is there. Ah. This is King Pururava says. King Pururava says. 11th canto of Bhagavatam. Krishna's instruction. Dhava. strīsaṅgi saṅgam tyaktva guru-tattva kheme viviktva asina cintayin mām adundrita na tathasya bhavet klesho bandhaschanya prasangata joshisanga tatha punsa tatha tatsaṅgi sangata. Yeah. That was his 11th canto. 11th canto, 14th chapter. 29th, 30th verse. Krishna says, who is a wise man? Who is a wise man, intelligent man? He should not associate with a woman or a person addicted to woman, strīsaṅgi. He should be away from such persons, women and persons addicted to man. He should meditate on me, staying in a solitary place. Na tathasya bhavet klesho bandhaschanya prasangata joshisanga jatha punsa tatha sungi sung tot sungi sungata. Who is a fool, who is unintelligent fool, he becomes attracted towards woman and develops too much attraction, addiction to woman. Therefore, as a result, he suffers again and again, more and more in this material world, and his bondage, this material bondage becomes much tighter, much tighter, much tighter. Yes, that's the result. And this is the result now. He expresses, King Uttānapāda expresses, because of this, I am very much addicted to my wife and I am so fallen. I have abundant, unmerciful behavior. Even to my own son, who is only 5 years old, I have banished him and his mother, even though he is a great deep soul and great devotee. Yes. 7th canto of Bhagavatam. This Prahlad Maharaj says, his instruction to his demoniac boyfriends. Katham priyaya anukampitaya saṅgam rahasyam rusiranscha mantram. 7, 6, 11, 13. Srusuta sneho sita sisuna kṛṣṇaṁ anurakta citta tejat kosaskrut vibehomana karmani lobhat avitrupta kama kaupastha jayham bahumanyamana katham virjate duranta moha. To find out. 7, 6, 11. Katham priyaya anukampitaya saṅgam rahasyam rusiranscha mantram srusuta sneho sita sisuna kṛṣṇaṁ anurakta citta.
How can a person who is most affectionate to his family, the core of his heart being always filled with their pictures, give up their association? Specifically, a wife is always very kind and sympathetic and always pleases her husband in a solitary place. Who could give up the association of such a dear and affectionate wife? Small children talk in broken language.
That is very sweet to hear. How can I give up? Yes.
Very pleasing to hear. And their affectionate father always thinks of their sweet words.
Yes, always thinks of his sweet words. Yes. Always thinks of Priyaya anukampitaya sangam rahasya ruchira. Affectionate. Husband always thinks of his wife. Oh, her face, her smiling, her joking, so nice. How can I forget, isn't it? Again thinks of his small kids are there, broken language. Mommy, Daddy, is that? It's so sweet to hear. How can I forget all these things and give up and become a renunciate? Impossible, 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 isn't it? Yes, Prahlāda Maharaj said. Then,
how could he give up their association? One's elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are also very dear. A daughter is especially dear to her father. And while living at her husband's house, she is always in his mind.
Always in his mind, yes.
Who could give up that association? Aside from this, in household affairs, there are many decorated items of household furniture. And there are also animals and servants. Who could give them up? Who could give up such comforts? The attached householder is like a silkworm.
And it's like attached householder is like a silkworm, yes.
Which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned.
It's a cocoon in which it himself becomes imprisoned, yes.
Unable to get out. Simply for the satisfaction of two important senses, the genitals and the tongue. One is bound by material conditions. How can one escape?
Yes. Prahlāda Maharaj said. Again Prahlāda Maharaj instruction, 7th and 9th chapter. 45 verse you can see. Janmaithunādi gruhamedi sukham hi tuccham kando enan karoyer iva dukkha dukham trupyanti neha krupana bahu dukkha bhaja kandutivan manasija visayita dhīra. Yes.
Sex life is compared to the rubbing of two hands to relieve an itch.
Yes.
Grihamadis, so-called grihastas who have no spiritual knowledge, think that this itching is the greatest platform of happiness.
Yes, very nice. Yeah, in the beginning it is very nice. Eating, is very nice, yes. But later on, big source boil, so much pain, consequence is, they say sex life is like that. In the beginning, very nice. Later on, so much suffering. Gramedis, yes, too much attached to it.
Although actually it is a source of distress.
Source of manifold distress, yes.
The Kripanas, the fools who are just the opposite of Brahmanas, are not satisfied by repeated sensuous enjoyment.
The Kripanas are not satisfied in spite of repeated sense enjoyment. Yes. Who can tolerate it? This urge, sexual urge, very strong urge. Not easy thing to tolerate it. And who can tolerate it? Kandutivana manasijam visayata dhīra. Yes.
Those who are dhīra, however, who are sober and who tolerate this itching, are not subjected to the sufferings of fools and rascals.
Yes. Those who are?
Dhīra.
Dhīra, sober. Who are they? They are devotees. Devotees of the Lord, bhakta. Do you understand? They can tolerate. Mahaprabhu says, Tharoribo sahisnuna. Be as tolerant as tree. Do you understand? The vaiṣṇavas, the devotees of the Lord, they are tolerant. Those who are engaged in bhajan, do you understand? Those who are engaged in bhajan, they can tolerate. Those who are not doing bhajan, they are very intolerant. They cannot tolerate it. If you do bhajan, then this power of tolerance is generated. Do you understand? Only the bhajan parayana, vaiṣṇavas, bhaktas, they are always engaged in Krishna bhajan, they can tolerate. Therefore, Mahaprabhu's instruction, Tharoribo sahisnuna, be as tolerant as tree. How tree is tolerant, you see? Yes. Tolerates the scorching heat of the sun and gives you cool shade. Torrents of rain, thunderbolt, everything tolerates and gives everything to you. His fruit, flower, twigs, branches, leaves, everything. And if you won't give him water, it tolerates. It will dry up, it tolerates. If you cut him to pieces, burn him to ashes, still he tolerates. So tolerant. If you become a devotee, if you can develop another devotion towards Kṛṣṇa, then you become such tolerant. Otherwise, nobody will tolerate. So these urges, especially urge of the tongue and genital. If you can control your tongue, then you can able to control your genital. It's very strong urges. Only bhaktas, vaiṣṇavas can tolerate. Others cannot tolerate. You find also here, seventh canto, Bhagavatam, 7:14, 12:13 verse. See, Narada Muni speaks to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Jaya jadarthe swan pranan hanyat va pitaram gurung tasyang swattam striyang jayad jastena hi ajito jito krumi ved bhasmanishtantam kwedam tucham kalevaram kotodiya ratir bhajya kvayang atma navasadi. Find out.
7:14.
12:13.
One so seriously.
No, it begins Jaya jadarthe swan pranam. See the verse. That's the verse. All right.
One so seriously considers one's wife to be his own, he sometimes kills himself for her or kills others.
So, becomes so merciless. Now, he admits. Uttānapāda admits, I have become so merciless. I have abandoned all good qualities, I have abandoned all merciful behavior because of his too much addiction to his second wife. Here it's said also. Yes.
Including even his parents or his spiritual master or teacher.
Yes.
Therefore, if one can give up his attachment to such a wife, he conquers the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
He was never conquered by anyone.
Unconquered. Unconquerable conquered. This is a great stumbling block. Path of devotion service. One should understand it. Yes.
Through proper deliberation, one should give up attraction to his wife's body, because that body will ultimately be transformed into small insects, stool or ashes.
Yes.
What is the value of this insignificant body? How much greater is the Supreme Being, who is all-pervading like the sky?
Isn't it?
What is the value of this insignificant body? How much greater is the Supreme Being, who is all-pervading like the sky?
Yes, Supreme Being, all-pervading and all-beautiful. People be attracted towards it. Beautiful Śyāmasundara form of Kṛṣṇa. Madhurya Nilaya, the source of all beauty, whose beauty far excels that of crores of cupids, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sobham, isn't it? If somebody is very fortunate, is attracted to such beautiful form, Śyāmasundara, the eyes can see, so how his eyes can look at ugly witch Māyā? You understand? And the women are the weapon of Māyā. So what beauty is there? You understand? No beauty at all. Never be attracted. That thing happened to this Bilvamaṅgala Ṭhākura, you see. Bilvamaṅgala Ṭhākura. He was a great woman hunter in the beginning. He was very much attracted and attached, too much attached to a prostitute named Cintāmaṇi, veśyā. Even if on his Pitru Śrādha Divasa, the day he pays oblations to his Śrādha to his deceased father, according to Shastra, that day a person should chant more. Do you understand? Holy name. Read Bhagavata, hear Bhagavata, do Sankirtan, do Vaishnava Seva. This way the whole day will be spent. But he was too much addicted, so much addicted, attracted to veśyā, Cintāmaṇi veśyā. That day, he ran to her quarters. And it was a very bad day, there was torrential rain. Whole land was inundated like flood. And storm was blowing. Torrential rain, dark night. He was so mad after it. He was very mad. Yes. Throwing on those ways, very lusty person is a madman. Yes, and he is a blind man. Kamandha. Blind man also. Do you understand? Such inundation was there, and a dead body was floating. He thought it was a boat. So with the help of a dead body, he crossed the water and went to the quarters, house of that Cintāmaṇi veśyā. Though, because it is stormy weather, torrential rain, the veśyā prostitutes had bolted her doors from inside, couldn't enter. Then he thought of how can I enter? So it was a thatched roof. You understand? Some opening in between wall and thatching. So one snake was hanging there. Thought of it is a rope. He's so mad and blind. So with the help of this snake, he entered into the opening through the thatch and wall and entered into the room of the veśyā, Cintāmaṇi veśyā. Cintāmaṇi veśyā looked at, hey, such stormy weather, torrential rain, bad day, and special this is your Pitru Shraddha Divasa, day you have offered to your deceased father. Why have you come here? What attraction is there in this body? Do you understand? It's a nasty body, filled with all nasty things, filthy things. Kapha, Pata, Pita, mucus, bile, hair. This is the bag filled with three dhatus, Kapha, Pata, Pita, mucus, bile, hair. Bones are there, flesh is there, urine is there, stool is there, blood is there. All nasty things are there. What good things are there? Well, what attraction is there to this body? All beautiful is Supreme Lord, Kṛṣṇa. If you attracted such beautiful Kṛṣṇa, how will it be? Why you are attracted to this nasty body? So he gave a great suck. That is good. Then he completely turned his face towards Kṛṣṇa. He became sadhu. Then he started his journey towards Vrindavan, Kṛṣṇa's dham. Yes. So he had this habit. Because of that habit, while going on the road, he saw a maiden was taking bath in a pond. His eye fell. Then he gazed at her, stood there. The maiden, young wife of a person, is sadhu. Looks like sadhu. At that time he has put on sadhu dress. Yes, is sadhu. He was going while looking at me, standing there, gazing at me. Immediately she finished her bath, put on her sari, went to her house, and Bilvamaṅgala followed her and stood at the doorstep. You understand? And that lady reported it to her husband. I was taking a bath, the sadhu was going, looked at me, now I came and he followed me, now standing at her doorstep. Husband heard and said, oh, you say sadhu. Sadhu means a very dear devotee of Kṛṣṇa. He is sadhu, as we have heard. If somebody will serve sadhu, satisfy him, please him, and gets his mercy, thereby one can get the mercy of Kṛṣṇa. This good fortune has arisen to us that a sadhu has come to our doorstep. It is our duty to serve him, to satisfy him, and get his mercy, that our life will be successful, get the mercy of Kṛṣṇa. Her husband said, go, ask him what he wants from you, give him, satisfy him. Huh? This is devoted just wife. When husband says, then she may go. Otherwise, should not come out of the threshold. That's devoted just wife. Do you understand? Husband said, so she came, paid dandavat, pranam. Mahatmaji, how can I serve you? What do you want from me? Please, I'm ready to give you, satisfy you, serve you. When that lady said like that, then he came to senses. Oh, these nasty eyes put me into such dangerous situation. These eyes. Then he said, I don't want anything from you. Give me your hairpin. You understand? Lady thought, why sadhu wants hairpin? Maybe wandering in bare feet, some thorn has been pierced into his soul, he may remove it. Thought like that. You understand? But the thorn is in the heart. And it is pierced through the ear and entered into the heart, the nasty eyes. And when the lady gave him hairpin, immediately plucked out his eyes because the nasty eyes will be finished. Because of these eyes, I looked at such a bodily features of a lady. Now I am in dangerous situation. Lose everything. He plucked out. You understand? The eyes are there to look at. See the beautiful form of Kṛṣṇa. Look at. See Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, instruction is, don't see the bodily feature of a lady. Then will bring all, ruination. Ruination. Everything, all good qualities will be destroyed. It will become merciless. What Uttānapāda says. So, seventh canto of Bhagavatam, also you'll find 12th chapter. Narada Muni speaks to Dharmaraj Yudhishthir. Susiglo mita bhugdakya sadadhana jitendriya javadartham vyavaha hare strisu strinirjitesu. Fine. Mita bhugdakya.
A brahmachari should be quite well behaved and gentle, and should not eat or collect more than necessary.
Should not eat more than necessary, yes.
He must always be active and expert, fully believing in the instructions of the spiritual master and the Shastra. Fully controlling his senses, he should associate only as much as necessary with women or those controlled by women. Or those controlled by women.
Again read.
Fully controlling his senses.
Fully control senses, yes.
He should associate only as much as necessary.
Only associate with the man as much as necessary. If ordered by guru, go out and preach, distribute books, he may meet a woman while preaching in the street, distributing books. But as much as necessary, only that time. Therefore instruction, don't look at the face of a woman, Guru says. If you meet a woman, don't look at the face of a woman. All sharp arrows are there. That is sharp arrows on the eye. This is the bow, this is the arrow. Yeah. Don't look at the face of a woman. Look down. As much as soon, very little time, finish. 2-3 words quick. Will you please take this mother book? No, get out from it. That's it. Isn't it? Narada Muni said, finished.
He should only associate as much as necessary with women or those controlled by women.
Varjayat pramadagathang agruhosta brahad brata indriyani pramanthini haranti api jatirmana. Seventh. Text 7.
A brahmachari, or one who has not accepted the grihastha ashram, family life, must rigidly avoid talking with women or about women.
Yes.
For the senses are
So not talk with women, talk about women, a brahmachari. Yes.
For the senses are so powerful that they may agitate even the mind of a sannyasi, a member of the renounced order of
Yes. Harantyapa jatirmana. Indriyani pramanthini harantyapi jatirmana. Senses are so strong even. They can agitate. Mind of a sannyasi, enunciate. Yes. Finished. Nanagni pramadhanam ghruta samapuma. Sutangapi rahudaya dannada javadartha krut. Next verse. Or ninth verse. Nanagni pramadhanam. Right?
Woman is compared to fire.
Yes.
And man is compared to a butter pot.
Ghee pot, yes.
Therefore a man should avoid associating even with his own daughter
Yes.
in a secluded place.
Yes. What? One daughter. Yes.
Associate with women only for important business and not otherwise.
Yes. In ninth canto also you find same instruction. Same verse is there. Jadati Devadani Charita, ninth canto, 19th chapter, text 17. Matra sosra duhitrava nabivikta sanubhavet balavan indra grama viddangsapi karsati. Find out.
One should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat even with one's own mother.
Even with one's mother, yes.
Sister or daughter.
One sister, one daughter. Should not sit. Allow himself to sit one seat with his mother, sister, or daughter. Yes.
For the senses are so strong that even though one is very advanced in knowledge, he may be attracted by sex.
Yes. Bhagavad says, you understand? Once you, then that chapter 7th canto, 12th chapter, text 10. Kalpayitva atmana javada bhasam idung iswaraha dvaitam tavan na virameta tatohi asya viparjaya.
As long as a living entity is not completely self-realized, as long as he is not independent of the misconceptions of identifying with his body,
Yes.
which is nothing but a reflection of the original body and senses, he cannot be relieved of the conception of duality, which is epitomized by the duality between man and woman.
Yes.
Thus there is every chance that he will fall down because his intelligence is bewildered.
Yes. Etat sarvam grahastasya samamnatam jatirapi guruprutir vikalpena grahastasya tu gamina.
All the rules and regulations apply equally to the householder and the sannyasi.
These are all applicable equally to householder and sannyasi. Yes.
The member of the renounced order of life.
Yes.
The grihastha, however, is given permission by the spiritual master to indulge in sex during the period favourable for procreation.
Yeah. Ninth canto, 11th chapter, text 17, you see, Parikshita Maharaj says to Sukadeva Goswami, Trim pung prasanga yatadruk sarvatra strīsaṅgāvaha apiswaranam kinguta gramyasa gruhacetasa.
The attraction between man and woman, or male and female, always exists everywhere.
Always exists everywhere. Yes, everywhere. Wherever you may go. Yeah.
Making everyone always fearful. Such feelings are present even among the controllers like Brahma and Lord Shiva.
Yes.
And is the cause of fear for them. What to speak of others who are attracted to household life in this material world?
Yes, even Brahma and Shiva, they are not accepted. Everywhere. Ninth canto, 14th chapter, text 36 to 38. This Urvasi Pururava Vrutanta. Urvasi speaks to Pururava. Pururava was too much attached, became attracted and attached to Urvasi. And enjoyed Urvasi so many years. He has not counted. He has not counted. Became so engrossed. What is that? Engrossed. He said, I cannot say how many times sun has arisen and set when I was engaged in this sexual activities, enjoyment with Urvasi. I cannot say. He said. Now, when at last Urvasi left him, he became mad. Do you understand? Crying, naked, crying, running behind Urvasi. Oh, oh my dear. Urvasi, don't leave me. I cannot survive and die. Then Urvasi says, this is 9th canto, 14th chapter, text 36 to 38. Urvasi uvaca, ma mrtha purusositum ma smatva dyur brukai me kvapi sakhyam na vai strinang brukanang hudayam jatha strio hi akaruna krura durmarsa priya sahasa ghanti arparthyapi visrabdam patim bhratarung apyuta vidhayalika visrambhang agyesu tyakta sarhuda navam avisyanta pusalya swaira bruttaya. Yes.
Urvasi said, my dear king, you are a man, a hero.
You are a man and you are a hero. Yes. Why will you die? He said, I'll die. If you live, I'll die. You are a man. You are a hero. Why will you die? Urvasi said, yes.
Don't be impatient and give up your life.
Yes.
Be sober and don't allow the senses to overcome you like foxes.
Yes.
Don't let the foxes eat you.
Don't let the foxes eat you. Yes.
In other words, you should not be controlled by your senses.
Yes.
Rather, you should know that the heart of a woman is like that of a fox.
Yes. Heart of a woman is that of a fox. Don't be devoured by such fox. Brukaime. Yes. Women are like foxes. In other words, Urvasi says, don't be devoured by such foxes. You are a man, you are a hero. Yes.
There is no use making friendship with women.
Girlfriend you have. No use of making friendship with women. Yes.
Women as a class are merciless and cunning.
Merciless and cunning. Yes. As a class. Yes. General nature. That's general nature. Yes.
They cannot tolerate even a slight offence.
Yes.
For their own pleasure, they can do anything irreligious.
Yes.
And therefore, they do not fear killing even a faithful husband or brother.
Yes. They may kill the faithful husband and brother. They can do anything irreligious. Yes. Bhagavad says, yes. Then
women are very easily seduced by men. Therefore, polluted women give up the friendship of a man who is their well-wisher and establish false friendship among fools. Indeed, they seek newer and newer friends, one after another.
That it? Was that it? This is what you understand. 9th canto Bhagavatam, 19th chapter. Jadati Maharaj says to Devadani, 13th, 14th verse. Jat prithibhyam brihi javam hiranyam pasavastriya na duihanti mana prithim punsa kam hadasyate. Yes.
A person who is lusty cannot satisfy his mind, even if he has enough of everything in this world, including rice, barley and other food grains, gold, animals and women.
All women. You give him all women of the world, this lusty person still is not satisfied. Such insatiation is there, yes.
Nothing can satisfy him.
Nothing can satisfy. Na jatu kama kamanang upabhogena samyati habisa krishna vartmeva bhuyo eva vivardhate. Yes.
As supplying butter to a fire does not diminish the fire, but instead increases it more and more.
Yes.
The endeavour to stop lusty desires by continual enjoyment can never be successful.
Yes.
In fact, one must voluntarily cease from material desires.
Yes, what the last line?
In fact, one must voluntarily
cease from it. You understand? If you pour ghee, the blazing fire, will it be extinguished? Never be extinguished. Become more ablaze, more upright, more, and will be. Say, give me more ghee. Similarly, the more you give enjoyment to your senses, the senses will demand more. They will never be satisfied. In fact, one should voluntarily cease from it. Yes. How can you voluntarily cease? It's so, I say, his urge is very strong. Hrusikeshasevanam. If you can engage all your senses, your mind, all your senses in the service of Hrusikesha, then you'll be able to control them. Otherwise, it's very difficult to control the stupid mind and senses. Pramathini, indriyani, pramathini. Very strong, yes. Very strong. Again, in that 9th canto, you can find this verse. Jati Maharaj speaks in the 19th chapter. 19th chapter. 16th verse, I think. Jadusya jadrmativer jidjato jano jidjate tang Kṛṣṇa dukkha nivaham sarma kama dutam. You find? Yes.
For those who are too attached to material enjoyment, sense gratification is very difficult to give up.
Yes.
Even when one is an invalid.
Invalid. One is invalid, very old and invalid, yes.
Because of old age, one cannot give up such desires for sense gratification.
Yes, still in that age. Very, very old, complete invalid, still that desire is there. Enjoying sex, yes, Bhagavad says.
Therefore, one who actually desires happiness must give up such unsatisfied desires, which are the cause of all tribulations.
All tribulation, that is a story. You understand? Mughal Badshah Akbar, you know, famous Mughal Badshah Akbar. Akbar had a jester, understand? These funny things makes the Badshah laugh. His name is Birabal. Do you understand? Once Birabal said this thing, what Bhagavad says. Jadusya jadrumatvi jijjato jano jijjate tang Kṛṣṇa dukkha nivaham sarma kama dutam. He said, even if a man becomes too old, invalid completely, still he has desire to enjoy sex. He cannot give it up. Birabal Akbar said, no, man, completely invalid. Senses are completely weak. Cannot enjoy at all. Yes, senses are weak, cannot enjoy, but that desire is very strong. Yes, how to enjoy sex? Is it true? Oh, yes, true. Can you prove it? Oh, yes. Then Birabal said, all right, I can prove it. You find out in your kingdom with most invalid person, very, very old person going to die. Find out such a person will go there. Such a person was found out. He's completely invalid. Very, very old, lying in the deathbed, you see, cannot move. So, message was sent to him, Badshah Akbar would come to visit you, see you. The old man said, why Badshah Akbar is coming? Birabal said, you'll go, I'll go, and we'll take with us your young maiden daughter. nicely decorated as ornament. Put a nice sari, everything, we stick, this last saint. She'll go, the three of us will go. The three of them went there. The old man was lying. So this side, Badshah Akbar and Biraballa stood. That side, they allowed the daughter to stand there. And that man looked at the daughter, didn't look at Badshah. Biraballa said, you see, she is not looking at you, she is looking at your daughter. Such an old man invalid completely. This proof. And Bhagavad says, yes. Dādasya dharmatibhe jijyato dāno jijyate tang Kṛṣṇaṃ dukkhanivaham sarma kāma dutam tejati. Do you understand? One should understand this thing. Therefore, he should give up all this thing, which is the cause of all tribulations, all sufferings. So sex desire. Third canto Bhagavad. You can see, Kapladeva says, Mother Devaki, 31st chapter, text 32 to 42. Jati asadbhi pathi punasisno dur krutadhyame asthito ramate jantustama visuti purvavat satyam saucham daya maunam buddhi sri jasakyama samo damo bhagasyeti jatsanga jati sankheyam. You find out. Asadbhi pathi.
If therefore the living entity again associates the path of unrighteousness, influenced by sensually minded people, engaged in the pursuit of sexual enjoyment,
yes,
and the gratification of the palate, he again goes to hell as before.
Next, satyam saucham daya maunam buddhi sri jasakyama samo dama bhagasyeti sangha jati. All good qualities you will lose. This verse says.
It becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, fortune, and all such opportunities.
All such good qualities upon this will lose if it becomes attached to a woman. Yes. And here he admits, Uttānapāda admits, yes, I am fallen, I have abandoned all merciful behavior even to my son who is only 5 years old. Bhagavad says. Next verse, Satya, this 34. Tesu asantesu mudhesu khanditātmasu sadhusu sangam na kurjāt sasyasu josit kridanugesu ja.
One should not associate with a coarse fool who is bereft of the knowledge of self-realization and who is no more than a dancing dog in the hands of a woman.
Yes. Na tathasya bhavan moho bandhaschanya prasangata josit sangat tatha punso tatha tatsangi sangata. 35.
The infatuation and bondage which accrue to a man from attachment to any other object is not as complete as that resulting from attachment to a woman or to the fellowship of men who are fond of women.
Yes. Next. Prajapatis raam duhitaram društva tadrupadarshita rohid bhutang sonna dhava drukyarupi hadatrapa.
At the sight of his own daughter,
even Brahma, what to speak of others, Brahma.
Brahma was bewildered by her charms and shamelessly ran up to her in the form of a stag when she took the form of a hind.
His own daughter, isn't it? Own daughter, Brahma ran behind her and she assumed the form of a
hind.
And then Brahma assumed the form of a stag and ran. What to speak about this? Tat srashta sustesu kono akhandita dhipuma rusing narayana krute josin madhye ho Māyā.
Amongst all kinds of living entities begotten by Brahma, namely men, demigods and animals, none but the sage Narayana is immune to the attraction of Māyā in the form of woman.
Woman. Only Narayana Rishi was not attracted, all were attracted. Created by Brahma. Balo me pasya Māyā Srimad jaino disang jakaroti padakrantam hvirumena kevalam.
Just try to understand the mighty strength of my Māyā in the shape of woman.
Yes.
Who by the mere movement of her eyebrows...
Only one glance is enough. Yes, such powerful weapon the woman has. And the eyes, yes. Papladev says.
Who
Yes.
by the mere movement of her eyebrows can keep even the greatest conquerors of the world under her grip.
Grip, finished. Sangang na kurjat pramada sujatu yogasya parang parangaru rukhyo matsevaya pratilabdhatma labho vadantija niram dvaram asya.
One who aspires to reach the culmination of yoga
Yes.
and has realized himself by rendering service unto me should never associate with an attractive woman.
Never associate with an attractive woman. Yes, if he is serious to achieve the goal of his life, to develop pure devotion, only attraction is Kṛṣṇa. You understand?
For such a woman is declared in the scripture to be the gateway to hell,
Yes.
the advancing devotee.
How Māyā approaches? Next verse says, Jo pojati sanir Māyā, jo siddheva vinirmita, tang ikhya atmana mrityum truneng kupam ivabrutam. Yes.
The woman created by the Lord is the representation of Māyā. And one who associates with such Māyā by accepting services must certainly know that this is the way of death, just like a blind well covered with grass.
Who is intelligent man, who is intelligent, wise man, he should not look at such a woman. He should think that this is a blind well covered with very soft grass. Do you understand? Worried traveler coming, tired, sees nice green grass, very soft. Oh, very nice bed, let me sit. But a blind well, deep blind well covered up with the grass. It sits, done, finished. Falls down in deep dark well. Similarly, Jo pojati sanir Māyā josi deva vinirmita, tang ikhya tatmano mrityum truning kupam ivabruta. Māyā approaches in this way. Kapladev says, woman, what they? Māyā in the form of woman. Do you understand? My Māyā in the form of woman, how approaches. A man, oh, you seem to be very tired. Shall I make nice bed for you? Yes, this comes out to serve. Do you understand? Sanir jati, sanir. Gradually comes. Nice bed I'll make for you, take rest. Your legs may be aching. Shall I message? Nice, I know it very well. Yes, very good then. Finished, trapped. So intelligent man said, should not look at such a woman who is coming and offering service for you. So look at it, as if it is a deep dark well covered with soft grass. You see, this Bhagavata says. Then 41 verse, Jam manyate padim meohan man mayang rusabhayating stritum strīsaṅgata prapto vitapatya gruhapradam.
A living entity who, as a result of attachment to a woman in his previous life, has been endowed with the form of a woman.
Yes. Previous life he was attached to woman. Next life he becomes woman. Because things are only woman. At the time of death he becomes woman. Yes.
Foolishly looks upon Māyā in the form of a man, her husband, as the bestower of wealth, progeny, house, and other material assets.
Tang atma vijanyat pati apatya gruhatmakam daivopasadita mrityum rugayor gayanam jatha.
A woman, therefore, should consider her husband, her house, and her children to be the arrangement of the external energy of the Lord for her death.
Yes.
Just as the sweet singing of the hunter is death for the deer.
Yes, sweet singing of the hunter is death for the deer. He is attracted to this sound. Death, I mean, deer is attracted to a sound, one object. 5 objects. Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 objects of sense enjoyment. Sound, touch, form, taste, smell. Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 objects, isn't it? Of attraction. And deer is attracted to one sound and is captured by the hunter. But in a woman, 5 are there. Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 are there in a woman. Yes. Bhagavata says all these things. Bhagavata is your friend, Madhika Bantho. Kṛṣṇa says, Sruhdam Sarvabhutanam. I am Sruhuda. I am well-wishing friend of all living entities. Bhagavata is an incarnation of Kṛṣṇa, Vani Avatar. What your friend says. 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 8th chapter, text 13. Padapi jubati bhikhyurna sprushet darvimapi sprusan kariva baddhita karinya angasangataha. Yes. That means Tadapi jubati bhikhyurna sprushet darvimapi sprusan kariva baddhiti karina angasangataha. Who is Muni? Who is Jati? Understand me? Renounced, who is in renounced order. He should not look at the form of human. Made up of wood. Those who sell saris in the bazaar, in showcase, they are put up. Wooden form of woman putting a nice sari, standing, isn't it? Bazaar to sell saris. But this verse says, a Muni, Rusi, or who is in renounced order, sannyasi, even should not look at the form of a woman, wooden form of a woman. And should not touch that wooden form, even with the feet. Yes. Because if he does so, if he touches that wooden form of the woman with the feet, he will be entrapped. The lusty desire, very strong lusty desire will crop up in his heart and he will be attracted towards woman. As example, sprusan kariva baddheta karinna angasangataha. How an elephant is captured. Do you understand? How an elephant is captured. A hunter who captures elephant, what he does? He digs a ditch, very deep ditch. So in the middle of the erected place. And he keeps a trained sea elephant that erected place, isn't it? When the flock of elephant come out from the forest, is trained sea elephant. At that time, that sea elephant produces a sound. The male elephant, hearing that sound, understand a sea elephant is calling me. They run. Do you understand? Do you understand? And come in touch of that sea elephant, then falls into the very deep ditch, then hunter binds him. It's a big, strong elephant was bound up because of this touch sensation. Similarly, a Muni, a Rusi, is renounced order, should not look at a wooden form of a woman and should not touch it with the feet. If he does so, he will be bound up. You understand? The rope of Māyā. The rope of Māyā. It's also in Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka, that is a verse also. Akaradapi bhetavyam strīsaṅgi viṣayanāṅgapi yatha hermana sakhyo vastatha tasya krūteyapi. Just as one is immediately frightened upon seeing a live serpent, or even the form of a serpent. A piece of rope is lying there that looks like form of serpent. Someone sees, oh, a serpent, there is become frightened. Similarly, one endeavoring for self-lesson should similarly fear a materialistic person and a woman. Yes, the fear should be there. A person who is endeavoring for self-lesson, he should develop such fear. That is good for him. Yes, a woman is there. A piece of rope looking like serpent one becomes frightened. Yes. If no fear, then you cannot have self-realization. You lose everything. Indeed, he should not even glance at their bodily features. Yes. You follow. Chaitanya Charitamrita says same thing. Kastha naris parse jaiche upujoye vikar. Madhyalila. Kastha naris parse jaiche upujoye vikar. Kastha nari, wooden form of woman. If a renounced order person who is in renounced order sannyasi, jati, touches that wooden form of woman, lust desire will crop up. He should be afraid of this thing. Then, 11th canto, 8th chapter, 14th verse. Nadhi gache striyam pragyam karichin mrityum atmana baladhikyai sahanyed gajair annir gajo jathaha. Who is the same thing? In previous, this I think, couple of them says, the women are gateway to hell, isn't it? Those that attached to women, their path to hell is opened. Who is intelligent man, he should not, and who is very serious how to achieve the perfection of human birth, develop pure devotion, or self-relation, he should not associate with the woman that is gateway to hell. Do you understand? Because a very strong elephant becomes bound up if it comes in contact with the sea elephant. Similarly, a person, a sannyasi, jati, he should not glance, look at a woman, should not even toss the wooden form of a woman. Yes. If he does so, he will bound up. The rope of Māyā will bound up. This verse, giving commentary on this verse, Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur says, Yang mameva bhogyeti striyam nadi gachet na vishwasta syat. One synonym for woman in Sanskrit is josit. Do you understand? Josit means object of enjoyment. That is literally meaning of a josit. Object of enjoyment. As soon as a man sees a woman, immediately that desire crops up in his heart. Oh, object of enjoyment, I will enjoy. I will enjoy her. Thinking that, developing that desire, if he goes, follows woman, he should be killed by the paramour of that woman. Yes, paramour of the woman. Yes. Therefore, 8th canto of Bhagavatam, you will find 9th chapter, 9th verse, Lord's statement, Vishwasam pandito jatu kaminisu na jatihi. 899.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the form of Mohini,
Mohini, yes.
told the demons, O sons of Kasyapa Muni, I am only a prostitute. How is it that you have so much faith in me? A learned person never puts his faith in a woman.
Yes, learned person never puts faith into woman. Chanakya Pandit says, isn't it? Chanakya Pandit says, Prabhupada very often quotes Chanakya Pandit. Nadinang, sastrapaninang, nakhinang, srunginang, tatha, Vishwasanaiva kartavya strīsu rajakulesu ca. Isn't it? One should not put faith. An animal who has sharp claws, who has pointed horns. One should not put faith politicians and women. Yes. Vishwasa naiva kartavya strīsu rajakulesu ca. Do you understand? Some people say, now here Bhagavad says, Mohini says. Sixth canto Bhagavatam, 18th chapter, 42 verse. Nahi kaschid priya strīnaṁ anjasvāsya yātmanā patīṁ putram bhrātaram vā ghantyarthe ghātayanti ca. Find out. 42.
To satisfy their own interests, women deal with men as if the men were most dear to them.
Yes.
But no one is actually dear to them.
No one is actually dear to them. They pose like that, very dear, but no one is actually dear to them. Bhagavata says, yes.
Women are supposed to be very saintly.
Yes.
But for their own interests, they can kill even their husbands, sons or brothers, or cause them to be killed by others.
By parama, yes. That verse is also there. 9th canto, 14th chapter, 37 verse. Striyo hi akaruna krura durmarsa priyo sahasa gnantya parthya pi visraddha patim bhratram apyuti. Same thing.
Women as a class are merciless and cunning. They cannot tolerate even a slight offence.
That's Urvashi statement to Purvava, yes.
For their own pleasure they can do anything irreligious, and therefore they do not fear killing even a faithful husband or brother.
5th canto also find, 6th chapter. Patirjaya vapunchali. 5th canto, 6th chapter, text 4. Many places full of Bhagavata speaks so much thing about it. Because Bhagavata is a friend. Sruda, Kṛṣṇa is Sruda, Bhagavata is incarnate Sruda. Yes.
An unchaste woman is very easily carried away by paramours. And it sometimes happens that her husband is violently killed by her paramour.
By her paramour, yes. Yes.
If the yogi gives his mind a chance and does not restrain it, his mind will give facility to enemies like lust, anger and greed, and they will doubtlessly kill the yogi.
Yes, kill the yogi. 11th canto, 8th chapter, verse 17 says, Gramya Gitam na shrunuyat jatir vanachar kochit sikhyeta harinad baddhan murgayor gita mohitat. Who is a forest dweller sannyasi, jati, he should not hear the singing of a woman. Should not hear. Do you understand? Because when a hunter wants to capture deer, what he does? He sings very sweetly. Do you understand? And deer becomes attracted to sweet singing. That is sound. Sound is one of the objects of sense enjoyment. So, then he becomes captured. Do you understand? 11th canto, 8th chapter, 30th verse. Pingala veśyā. Do you understand? A prostitute named Pingala. She says, Santam samipe ramanam ratipradam vitapradam nityamimam vihayo akamadam dukkha bhayadhi soka mohapradam bhajo gya. Pingala veśyā. A prostitute. Her business to sell the body and earn money. Puts on nice saris, nice ornaments, puts on lipstick, snow powder, scent, just stands at the doorstep evening time attract the wealthy person. Do you understand? So, that Pingala veśyā, one veśyā was there. And then Pingala, one wealthy man, young man, and just gave her words, this day I'll go to you. Do you understand that? Prostitute dressed very nicely, dressed herself very nicely, nice sari, she put on nice ornaments, decorated her nicely, flower garlands, putting on bread, flowers, scented, standing. Evening, he will come. But he don't come. Waited. Long time not coming. Then sometime she goes into the house and hears some sound. Goes, maybe come, again running to the door. Maybe come, but not coming. In this way, she became frustrated. That young wealthy man didn't come that day. It became midnight and past midnight. Then she said like that. Santang samiperamanang ratipradam vitapradam nityamimam vyāya akamadam dukkha bhayadhika soka mohapradam bhaja agya. I am such a fool. You understand? I am such a fool in this city, in this town. I am running, I am selling my body, running after this money, the subject to destruction, robbed by thieves. Do you understand? I am such a fool, and consequently get more and more suffering and distress. In me, there is all beautiful Lord. Do you understand? All beautiful Lord, who can give me all enjoyment, transcendental enjoyment, give me all wealth. Yes, that is eternal. Neglecting Him, I am running after these nasty things. Then she gave up this desire and thought of Supreme Lord who is there in the heart. So beautiful, who can give everything to me. That is eternal. Eternally He can give me. He can give me all enjoyment, all wealth. Yes, He is very dear Lord, most beloved, who stays in my heart. Yes, but I am neglecting and running behind all nasty things. And I am serving these nasty persons for my happiness and enjoyment. I am such a fool. Do you understand? That is her statement. That's her statement. So, who can see such beautiful form of the Lord in the heart? He is everywhere. Premanjana surita bhakti vilochanena santa sadeva hudesu vilakayanti. Śyāmasundara achintya guna surupam Govinda adi purusam tamam bhajami. Brahma Samhita says. Who has been endowed with such vision eye, devotional eye, and was smeared the ointment of love of Kṛṣṇa on his eyes, he can see a beautiful form of Śyāmasundara within and without. Who sees such beautiful form of Śyāmasundara, why be attracted towards this material beauty? Man is Māyā for woman, woman is Māyā for man. And this natural attraction between man and woman. And man is attracted towards woman, woman is attracted towards man. That's a fact. Only attraction is Kṛṣṇa. Yes, become attracted to Kṛṣṇa, no more illusory attraction. Then you are saved. That is, that thing arose at last in the heart of Pingala veśyā. Because on that day, this question is there. Why? On that particular day it arose in her heart. Why it did not arise on some other day? Because in that particular day, the Tattva was staying in her quarters. because of mercy, such thing arises. Understand? Yes. So, discuss so many places in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 16th chapter, text 6 and 7 you see. The son of Chitraketu says, was dead, then Narada Muni and Angira Rusi, isn't came and made him, gave him life, then speaking through his mouth. Jatha vastuni panyani hemadini tatastataha parjantanti naresvevam jivo juni sukartusu nitya sarthasya samando yanityo drusyate nrusu javad jasya hi samando mamattam tavad devahi.
Just as gold and other commodities are continually transferred from one place to another, in due course of purchase and sale, so the living entity, as a result of his fruitive activities, wanders throughout the entire universe, being injected into various bodies and different species of life by one kind of father after another.
Life after life, that means as long as, you see, this words, you again read.
Just as gold and other commodities are continually transferred from one place to another in due course of purchase and sale.
Due course purchase and sale, yes.
So the living entity, as a result of his fruitive activities, wanders throughout the entire universe, being injected into various bodies and different species of life by one kind of father after another.
Read Prabhupada's purport.
It has already been explained that Chitraketu's son was his enemy in a past life.
Was enemy in his past life, yes.
And had now appeared as his son just to give him more severe pain.
Yes.
Indeed, the untimely death of the son caused severe lamentation for the father. One may put forward the argument, if the king's son was his enemy, how could the king have so much affection for him?
Yes.
In answer, the example is given that
yes.
That when someone's wealth
enemy's friend, yes.
then the enemy can use it for his own purposes. Indeed, he can even use it to harm its previous owner.
Yes.
Therefore the money belongs neither to the one party nor to the other.
Other party.
The money is always money, but in different situations it can be used as an enemy or a friend. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, it is not by any father or mother that the living entity is given his birth. The living entity is a completely separate identity from the so-called father and mother. By the laws of nature, the living entity is forced to enter the semen of a father and be injected into the womb of the mother. He is not in control of selecting what kind of father he will accept. Prakriti kriyamanani. The laws of nature force him to go to different fathers and mothers, just like a consumer commodity that is purchased and sold. Therefore, the so-called relationship of father and son is an arrangement of prakriti, or nature. It has no meaning, and therefore it is called illusion. The same living entity sometimes takes shelter of an animal father and mother, and sometimes a human father and mother. Sometimes he accepts a father and mother among the birds. Sometimes he accepts a demigod father and mother. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore says, Brahmanda Brahmade Kṛṣṇa
Bhagyavana Jiva.
Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Labhavi. Harassed life after life by the laws of nature, the living entity wanders throughout the entire universe in different planets and different species of life. Somehow or other, if he is fortunate enough, he comes in touch with a devotee who reforms his entire life. Then the living entity goes back home, back to Godhead. Therefore it is said, Janami Janami Sabe Pita Mata Paya. Krishna Guru
Nahimile Vadayhyaya.
In the transmigration of the soul through different bodies, everyone in every form of life, be it human, animal, tree or demigod, gets a father and mother. The This is not very difficult. The difficulty is to obtain a bona fide spiritual master and Krishna. Therefore, the duty of a human being is to capture the opportunity to come in touch with Krishna's representative, the bona fide spiritual master.
Master, yes.
Under the guidance of the spiritual master, the spiritual father, one can return home back to Godhead.
So, this teaching point is here, but is given in this verse. One should not develop so much attachment to one's wife, son, daughter, home and heart. Do you understand? But because these all material attachment, all material things are temporary, isn't it? But attachment to Guru, attachment to Krishna is not temporary, is eternal and is really loving attachment. Do you understand? Loving attachment. They are not like this mercantile commodities like and the suvarna, and the gold and other things. If gold goes to the hand of enemy, enemy uses it. To his hand it goes, that person develops some attachment. Then he goes to the hand of other person, no more attachment. It's verse says, mouth of Chitraketu Sam. But Jiva is eternal, Jivatma is eternal, he has no birth and death. But his relationship with so-called father and mother, material father and mother is material attachment, material relationship temporary, not eternal. But attachment, a relationship to Guru and Krishna is eternal. It's not that attachment. And it is based on perfect, eternal, loving relationship, loving attachment. That should be kept. But your attachment to father, mother, wife, son, daughter, material, bodily attachment, one should not develop so much attachment. Rather, should be very, very indifferent. And Mahaprabhu's instruction, antarnishtha bahya loka vyavahar. In the heart, no attachment is there. Just outward attachment. Bahya loka vyavahar. Do you understand me? In the heart, only attachment is Guru and Krishna. No other attachment. And outwardly only you behave. Yes, my father and my mother, my wife, I should deal with this. It's only outward. Antarnishtha bahya loka vyavahar. That is Mahaprabhu's instruction to Raghunath Das Goswami. Achirat Krishna tamaya karibe uddhar. You do like that, and very soon Krishna will take you out from this deep dark well of home life. That is there. So, 11th canto, 29th chapter, text 6 also says, Naiva pasyanti pachitam kavayastabesa brahmayusopi krutam ruddhamuda smaranta jo antar bahistan bhrutang asubham vidhunna acharya chaitya vapusa sogating benakti. Do you understand? He says, acharya chaitya vapusa sogating benakti. Oh Lord, you are in the heart as antarjyami, super soul, and you are well-wishing friend of Jiva, and outwardly you are present as Acharya. Do you understand? Therefore, one can understand this thing. Who is there as Paramatma in the heart? He assumes a body and appears as Acharya Guru. Outwardly, he is our only well-wishing friend. Paramatma, our Supreme Lord is well-wishing friend, and his representative, Acharya Guru, is well-wishing friend. They are always thinking of good, doing good to us. They never think of any evil. Rather, any bad thing comes, obstacle comes, in the path of devotion, they, let's say, destroy it, and they protect us if we are faithful to them, if we have developed real attachment, love for them, if we are following their instruction as it is, do you understand? Then they will protect us from all evils, all impediments, obstacles come in the path of devotion. At last, we will achieve the goal. Do you understand? So, therefore say, our attachment to Guru and Ishta, Bhagavan and Gurudev, is not like that of attachment to so-called father and mother, wife and son in this material world. That's temporary, do you understand? And if you develop so much attachment, consequently you will suffer here, repeatedly you will suffer here and evolve this cycle of birth and death. This is the teaching here. So many places you will find, in Bhagavatam this is discussed. Instruction is even who is brahmachari, who is banprasthi, who is a jati or sannyasi, should not look at a woman. Even should not look at the wooden form of a woman. Even should not touch the wooden form of a woman with the feet. Isn't it? So, it's forbidden. So, one may think that this woman as a class, very bad. Isn't it? Very bad. It is not intelligence. Why they look bad? This is applicable to both men and women, because that's quite natural attraction between man and woman. Man is naturally attracted towards woman, woman is naturally attracted to man. That's quite natural. And it is applicable to both man and woman. It is not that there is anything wrong or they have anything that is wrong in a woman. The wrong lies with you. The example, a live serpent is very fearful, isn't it? A piece of rope lying, looking like a serpent. Not a serpent, but seeing it one becomes fearful, isn't it? Similarly, who is a brahmachari, who is brahmanprasthi, sannyasi, he should be like that. He should be very much afraid of the form of human, what to speak of the woman. Do you understand? This is, it is not that there is wrong in the woman. No, the wrong with us. We don't know how to behave with them, how to utilize them. Do you understand? There is variegatedness in this world. Variegatedness. This variegatedness is not the wrong thing. You should learn how to use it or utilize it. If you don't learn it, and if you don't use it in a proper way, then wrong lies with you. What is the proper way of using? Everything should be used for the service of Kṛṣṇa. It's all Kṛṣṇa's, Lord's creation. It's all Lord's creation. Variegatedness. And everything should be used for the service of Kṛṣṇa. He is the enjoyer. He is the only enjoyer. And these are all paraphernalia for Kṛṣṇa's enjoyment. Jiva is not enjoyer. Jiva cannot be enjoyer. Jiva is to be enjoyed. Yes. If you can give enjoyment to Kṛṣṇa, then you will get real pleasure. Otherwise, if you develop the abhimana that I am enjoyer, and these are all for my enjoyment, then definitely you will suffer. Get punishment. That is the teaching here. So, woman is Kṛṣṇa dasi. Man is Kṛṣṇa dasa. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, O Lord, who is my wife? He is your maid servant. Bandhu dara suta suta, tabo dasi dasa, seita samandesava amar prayas. Oh Lord, who is my friend? He is your servant. Who is my wife? She is your maid servant. Who is my son? He is your servant. Who is my daughter? She is your maid servant. So all are your servants and maid servants. And this is the relationship. This is perfect, eternal, loving relationship. Material relationship is temporary relationship. But this relationship with you is perfect, loving relationship. I want to establish that relationship, which is perfect, loving, eternal, perfect, loving relationship. Then there is no wrong in it. Instead of establishing that relationship, you establish bodily relationship, temporary material relationship, definitely you will suffer. Because you abuse it. Instead of using them in the service of Kṛṣṇa and giving pleasure and enjoyment to Kṛṣṇa, you use it for your own service, your own enjoyment. That is the wrong lies with you. Is not that wrong lies with the creation of woman or creation of man. Understand me? That is the point. Brahmachari should not look at woman. Sannyasi should not look at a woman. It's not a fact that the creation of woman is bad. No. The wrong lies with us. We should have to look at. Oh, is Kṛṣṇa's. Is object of enjoyment of Kṛṣṇa. If you see a woman, immediately Brahmachari should think in mind. Immediately sannyasi or brahman should think in mind. Oh, beautiful woman. Oh, Kṛṣṇa is the enjoyer. And should be enjoyed by Kṛṣṇa. I am not the enjoyer. You don't think like that, and don't think that I am the enjoyer and develop that desire for enjoyment. Then you will lose everything. Understand? That is the teaching here. It said, we undergo tapasya, very severe tapasya. Kṛṣṇa said that tapasya si tatkautyam kursumadarpana. If you want to undergo very severe tapasya, undergo tapasya for me and offer the result of tapasya to me. Aradhito jadi hari tapasya tato king, naradhito jadi hari tapasya tato king, antarvahi jadi hari tapasya tato king, nantarvahi jadi hari tapasya tato king. If Lord Hari is not worshipped, what is the need of tapasya? What is the need of tapasya? Aradhita hari tapasya tato king. If Lord Hari is worshipped, what is the need of tapasya then? Antarvahi jadi hari tapasya tato king, nantarvahi jadi hari tapasya tato king. If someone can see Lord Hari within and without, what is the need of tapasya? If someone cannot see Lord Hari within and without, what is the need of tapasya? You understand? Tapasya should be done for Lord Hari, for his pleasure, and to get Lord Hari and please him, and give the result, offer the result of tapasya to otherwise, what is the need of tapasya? So, if we are not engaged in service of the eternal being, that is Supreme Lord, then it is abuse of her life. You understand? Both men and women should learn this thing. And both of them should be engaged in the offering, rendering loving service to the Supreme Being, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Kṛṣṇa, all beautiful. Then life will be successful. Not to that, they will serve their body or bodily relation, husband, wife relationship, they establish material relation, bodily relationship, then both of them will suffer. The relationship should be established, basis, relationship with Kṛṣṇa. You understand? Kṛṣṇa is the only object of love. Therefore, both husband and wife, this relationship, all relationships, father and son relationship, friends, master and servant relationship, and friendship, and the 5 categories of relationship. If it is based on the perfect loving relationship with Krishna, then it is all right. Otherwise, if you establish temporary bodily, material relationship, and that way you deal and engage yourself, then you'll suffer. Yes. Instead of giving enjoyment, pleasure to the Supreme, eternal Supreme Being, Supreme Lord Krishna, you are abusing your service mentality to giving pleasure to your senses and body. You understand? This is the teaching purport here. It's not that variegatedness is bad. The creation of man is bad or creation of woman is bad. You should understand how it is all created by Krishna. Krishna is the only enjoyer. And man will be enjoyed by Krishna and woman will be enjoyed by Krishna. When a man sees a woman, immediately that desire for enjoyment crops up. You should immediately think of, oh, Krishna is enjoyer and such beautiful woman, so enjoyed by Krishna. I am not enjoyer. Traditionally, woman will think of. It is not that they fertilize with the man or fertilize with the woman. The brahmachari should say, why woman is created, I should not look at. Why sannyasi will think, why should not look at? No. There is no wrong in them. Wrong with me, I don't know. How to look at, how to see, how to behave. That wrong lies with me, understand? This is the teaching. Therefore, so many things have been said about this strīsaṅgi. And this is the conclusion. Understand? Thank you very much. Prabhupada ji Maharaj ki jai, Bhagavata Kathamrita ki jai, Bhagavata Kathamrita Rasa Pipasa Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Pramanande.